Not this time. Yes! There we go. Got you, man. The First Berserker. There are many words you could use to describe a video game, but few, if any, earn the description of metal. I've played a lot of games. Some would say too many. Difficult games, intense games, really fast games, even the metal ones. Doom, God of War, Metal Hellsinger, Metal Gear Solid, Peace Walker specifically, and Twisted Metal 2. Yet this one is f***ing metal. The metal isn't just in my ears, it's in everything. The characters, the world, the story, the music, the bosses, the combat. It's everywhere. I 100%ed it in 44 hours give or take, one playthrough, expert difficulty, which used to be normal, mind you. And f*** do I love it. The combat, by far and away, is the most f***ing metal part of it all. The First Berserker has the best combat of any action game I've ever played, bar none. Move aside Sekiro, in the arena of combat, this is king. And somehow, Neopal did it. Not Capcom, not Bandai Namco, not From Software. Neopal, the guys that made this. The First Berserker's combat dabbles in a genre I'm calling parrycore, a hardcore parry-focused system first pioneered by Sekiro, evolved by Neo and Lies of P, where most Souls-like games have you roll, then attack, and then roll, and then attack. Parrycore demands engagement, precision, balls of steel. And this game demands. You've got 3 weapons, spear, dual axe and sword, and a greatsword, each with absurdly deep movesets. Where most games give you light, heavy, block, and maybe jump attack, through its weapon-exclusive skill trees, you have access to a plethora of moves to expand your style of combat, and a loadout system for both skills and equipment so you can instantly swap from spear to greatsword build. Even better, some gear sets unlock entirely new skills. It's ridiculous. But that's just the foundation. Combat here feels like a dance, and your partner is trying to cleave your head off. Each boss has its own rhythm. Does this move need a parry, a counter, an iframe dodge, a reversal? You have to read them because every attack is an invitation to improvise and aggress, and you want to stay aggressive. Like Sekiro, enemies have stamina bars, and breaking them opens them up for huge damage, rewarding tempo, not turtling. That is parrycore. And it's brutal. Oh my god. Oh yes. God, I have such terrible memory. I have action memory. When it's happening, I know it. I know it. But before it's happening, I don't know. Oh. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I literally just died to the exact same thing 2 times ago. Damn it. If you want to see where these clips come from, check out the card above or somewhere on the screen. I don't know. It'll be somewhere. The biggest complaint at launch was its difficulty. Neopal eventually patched in an easier normal mode by renaming easy to normal and normal to expert, and then adding a beginner difficulty. I guess that's what you get when a South Korean studio develops a game with South Korean mega gamer playtesters. The bosses hit like trucks, have movesets longer than tax codes. They test your memory, endurance, and reflexes. And yes, it can be exhausting. I could have used Phantom Lord mode, but honestly, it's way more metal to beat a god with a stick. It's suffering, it's pain, it's glory. Oh, yeah, you bastard! Get cooked. And that's f***ing metal. Critical Hit List tries to stay spoiler-free, so here's the SparkNotes version. Classic manhwa setup. Righteous hero beaten down or betrayed, rises again on a revenge quest, with a higher being pulling strings in the background. Think John Wick means Django Unchained, but dipped in blood and steel. It's grim, hopeless. Everyone's either lost everything or is losing their mind trying to survive. It's not a story of victory. It's a story of rage. And that's why it fits the theme. Pure, unfiltered, metal energy. You are such a bitch. Why, man? The characters, heroes and villains alike, aren't written with such depth that it measures up to RPGs like Mass Effect or Baldur's Gate. But for a game like this, that's not the point. It's how they look. Kazan, the title character, looks like the epic fallen hero he is, and thanks to a free transmog system, you can drip him however you want, even switch gender if you so prefer. The bosses though, they're the real stars. Each one feels handcrafted. Guy with 2 swords, guy with big sword, guy with flamethrower, girl with shield, girl with magic, boy with magic. Monsters like spiders, dragons, yetis, balrog, smaug? So many, each with their own style, with little crossover save for their version 2 optional fights that come from side quests, like Balrog again, but angrier. All built for spectacle, each with extensive and distinctive movesets, always testing your mechanical understanding of the foundation of combat, always keeping the fight fresh, sometimes unpredictable, and goddamn intense. What the hell? What the f***? Oh my god. It's not about their motivations, it's about the duel. And that's what makes it f***ing metal. Credit where credit's due, Neopal nailed the look and feel. The manhwa art style gives every swing and explosion this comic panel energy. You're not just playing a game, you're flipping through the pages of pure carnage. The game's built on Unreal Engine 5, and what's surprising is how well it runs. Most UE5 games right now struggle with performance or stutter issues, but the First Berserker doesn't. It's smooth, responsive, and optimized in a way that actually lets you appreciate how good it looks, even in the most intense scenarios. It's one of the few games using UE5 that feels like it knows exactly what it's doing with it. I'm looking at you, Wu-Chang. And post-launch, Neopal delivered banger after banger of updates, all free. Transmog, skill presets, gear presets, storage expansions, stuff that usually modders solve, they just added it. That's respect for the players, that's passion, that's metal. Then came the hardcore mode and boss rushes, again, free. Even the female Kazan toggle, free update in June. They didn't need to, they wanted to. That's the difference. So with all this in mind, this might shock some people, but the First Berserker sits at the top of my critical hit list. I love Silksong, I love Sekiro, but this scratches the primal itch they don't. Sure, it's not as cute, not as iconic, not as marketable, but it's raw, honest, relentless. Combat feels metal, style looks metal, story bleeds metal. Devs act metal. And that's why it's my favorite game of the year. It's not a game of the year contender because it's not safe, it's difficult, it's ugly in places, it doesn't flirt or pander, it doesn't sell itself. Nor does the First Berserker need to please everyone. It doesn't need a big IP or mainstream attention. Just pure, distilled metal. And maybe that's the most fucking metal thing of all. Thanks for watching. I'll see you lads later.